They will be dumb. They will be dumb. Hey, you guys are going to have to let us know about the audio.
They will be dumb.
Or let us know how the levels are.
Hey, Calgary, what's going on?
Calgary. Captain Calgary to you, sir.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Just like that. There is an echo. Who's echoing?
Hey, me.
It is probably you, actually.
Oh, well.
How about now?
Okay. It's
because Mark's so freaking loud.
Yeah, right. I'm just so loud.
Loudmouth.
Hey, better watch it. Go on now.
You know what it is?
It's
a speaker feedback because I don't know where my headphone cord went, unfortunately.
Paul's got to focus, man.
Well, yeah, he's still setting it up there, ding ding.
Hey.
Give the brother some time. Moon's still low.
Yeah, I know. It is low.
It's kind of hard to focus. Hopefully we'll get some meteors flying through. That'd be cool.
That'd be neat, yeah.
Can you imagine just sitting here watching the moon and just all of a sudden just a big green comes flying across?
Exactly.
Scare the crap out of everybody.
Hello, Petita says hi. Hello.
Hello, Governor.
Nice to see you. Captain Calgary. This is Mark D'Antonio, and I'm here with Keith, Keith Ickes on P&K Space Imaging, the stream that Skytor Livestream has bought. No, I'm just kidding. Keith has asked me to be on his stream, so here I am.
Yeah. I said, hey, if you're not doing nothing, if you want to come on, it's a Friday night.
It is.
Tomorrow's Saturday, and we ain't got shit to do.
Well, it's one of us, but yeah.
Actually, I gotta go to breakfast.
Oh.
But that's not until 9, so we're good.
Is that with Siobhan?
That's with Siobhan and actually my dad.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that invited us, so we're like, yeah, we should probably go.
Marianne's funny. Look, see what that taser woman wrote?
Yeah. She still likes me more than you. Hello, Dee. Hello. I
haven't
seen you in forever.
Dee, well, you haven't yet, because it's just her text.
PG and Isaac and DB.
Isaac Martinez, yeah.
Well, yes, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here we are. It's a Friday night. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
the
very fastly set up stream of almost full moon.
Welcome to the disaster that's about to ensue. Yes, exactly.
Disaster. It doesn't look too bad though.
Disaster.
We got the contrast going on. A little bit up top. You can see some craters. It's not washed out in light. Totally. What are we at? 98%?
Yeah.
Something like that right now. Oh, when was the full moon? Yesterday?
I don't remember exactly. Daryl would know.
Yeah, let me just jump over there and ask him.
Okay.
He was like, what the hell you don't call me? Like, sorry. Mark told me to.
Well. Hey, DDB.
DDB. Yeah, not many clouds right now, but don't jinx it.
I know, right? Right now in Arizona, we would have opened tonight as well. But it's literally, it's very rare this happens, but in Arizona, I've been watching the clouds over there all day. Massive storms. In fact, the entire state has clouds in it right now. But you know something? Within just a few hours, those go away. It's weird how this happens. So with the monsoon season, June, July, August, it's a little tough out there. We do get 300 clear nights a year with Skytor Livestream in Arizona, but the 60 we don't get are clustered around these few months.
You ever get the pea shivers?
I don't even know what that is. I'm kind of afraid to ask.
Really?
But here I go.
Well,
I go.
You never
against my better judgment.
Listen.
What are pea shivers?
You never urinated and it just felt so good just to pee. You just get the shivers real quick.
Is that what you're feeling now?
No, I'm just
not
asking.
Wanting to really know the answer.
I'm just trying to figure out if I'm the only one here. Am I crazy?
No.
Okay, so you get the pee shivers too. Okay.
I'll never admit it.
So it's somewhat normal. No?
I believe it is.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Just making sure. Dee, I'm trying to contrast and compare. I'm going to make sure it's a normal thing. We're allowed to talk about anything on here.
Well, I mean...
And it's educational. What if somebody out there was like looking for an answer for pea shivers? Now they know.
Yeah, I get those too.
I mean, you figure, what was it? A couple months ago, we covered Whisker Biscuits. And now we're covering pea shivers.
Oh, my God.
We are a public service. You are not alone, fellow pea shivers.
Shiverers?
It doesn't happen all the time. It's not like it happens, every time.
Correct.
Just every once in a while, you get a little...
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, I'm not gonna...
You know what, I will say this, though? I think it is just for men. I don't know if...
Really?
Do
like
ladies
the
get
hair
pea
color?
shivers, too?
Like the hair color thing?
No. They don't get pea shivers.
Just for men?
Maybe they do. I don't know.
No.
You know what I gotta do? I gotta find that headphone cord so I can actually hear you. That way we're not echoing for everybody.
Why are we echoing?
Well, just in case, because if I turn you up to hear you, then it hits the microphone, and it's, different. So yeah, feel free to talk. I mean, do what you're good at. Do what I pay you for. Talk, and I'm gonna go find that cord.
Okay. Jeez, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Sausage.
I have no... Exactly. So I don't know what you do because here's the thing. He can play things
pea shivers.
when I'm... Yes, exactly. He can play things that I don't hear. So you all get to hear them, but I don't, which I think is kind of funny.
Oh, hi, Mark.
But yeah, welcome to P&K Space Imaging. The moon is right around full, not quite at full, and I'm guesting on here with Keith, and of course Paul is down in Miami, soaking up the moonbeams, and. A little update on SkyTour Livestream. Our observatory out west, if you don't remember, now has a print service, so you can get full-blown prints. People that have gotten their prints already have sent testimonials saying they're just gorgeous. I'm so happy about that. And I'm adding a lot of new imagery up there soon because I actually discovered a way to increase the quality even more and to pull out more detail that was missing. And I've been redoing the images slowly, so they're literally looking quite astonishing. I'm so pleased. So that's skytourlive.com, incidentally. That's our portal into all things SkyTour Livestream. So I would really love it to see you go there. You can talk to us. You can obviously leave us messages. You can check out pictures, look at the gallery. It's a lot of fun. So, and it's skytourlive.com or skytourlive.org.
I'm gonna try to put you into my headphones now.
Okay, but I might not fit.
Let's see, shall we? Why? Why does Skype update every 2 days?
I don't know why it does that. I can't stand it.
It's the most annoying thing. Okay, let me put this down here, just like that. There we go.
Well, yeah, we can all see that.
Open, you can't get the other one.
Yeah. Yes, I guess so.
Damn you, Skype. All right, here we go. Let's see. Can I put Mark into my headphones?
Well, while you're worrying about that, I want to say hi to Michelangelo Aria. And I want to say hi to...
Oh, there we go. Driver Mark. I haven't seen him in forever. Well, welcome, Driver Mark. Yeah. Okay, not as bassy as I would want it to be, but we're there. We're good. Hey, I'm a busy person. Listen, I had to prepare my ears because when we're on together, you talk, and I needed to adjust my earlobes. But you know what? I can hear you a lot better now, though, even though these aren't the best ear pod things, whatever. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Damn. Yeah, they couldn't give you a shout out? Jesus. Look at that crater, Mark. That's crazy up there. It's a dome. It's a dome. It's a space base. It's a moon base. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Right. Haha. Just a wayward red shirt. Of course it's pretty. That's what we do. We're professionals. Well, that's how we keep you guessing. And so we do. I just hope to see like a bright green flash just come zooming by. That'd be awesome. If we don't lose the signal first. I don't know. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, it is. Oh, hi, Keith.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Well, let me find out real quick. Let me see if... Oh, no, he's on. No. I think, no, it was on his end. He just took care of it. It'll come back on. Yeah. That's super. Dude, you sound like, what was that old psychic lady that used to be on, what was his name? Montel Williams? She's like, please, can you tell me if my family member is looking at me through heaven? She's like, yes, I do. He's coming through. Yeah, he's coming through now. Yeah, she was, wow. It was no worse than that Jamaican one from back in the 90s. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, call me now. That's what it was, Miss Cleo. Right. Yeah, that's why you give me all your money. Oh, no. Psychics. Ah, Jesus. Psychics. Ain't no worse than one saying that they're talking to dead people. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, what was the word that great philosopher said it was? It was, I think it was like horse shit. I think that's what it was. Yeah. It was definitely a type of manure. A type of fecal matter. Dude, psychics. Jesus. I'm surprised, like, in 2022, people still fall for that. It's like, this one's different. This one really knows. Like, no, they use the same cold reading techniques as every other one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like, I understand. Like, listen, if they were offering these services for free to make people feel better or something, I would have no problem. No problem at all. You know, it's the same, like, okay, people might disagree with me here, and that is fine. You're allowed. But I feel the same way about religion. Okay? I am not religious. I'm not going to pretend to be. I don't want to be. But if religion gives you peace of mind and some comfort, I'm all for it. For you. You know what I mean? I'm the same thing. But unfortunately, you're not going to find one psychic on this planet that's doing it out of the goodness of their heart. Yeah. Hmm. The name should have really given it away. Yeah. That's almost as bad as Mark Thievery. Yeah, that was actually the name of a TV preacher. Mark Thievery. Well, it was spelled thiefery, so it was like with F's, like thiefery. But I'm like, wow, if that's not a Freudian slip, I don't know what. Yeah. Yeah. Your mom was just like, I gave birth to a little bastard. He's going to rip off people. Let's call him Thievery. The only thing that would have made it better if his mom would have named him Richard. Like, ladies and gentlemen, Dick Thievery. Can you tell it's Friday night, people? Welcome. Bienvenue. Yeah, let me go down here. Mrs. Heard. Yeah, Miss. Of course, Roni. Hey, Roni. I did get your messages on Facebook, Roni, by the way. I did not ignore you. I just have been extremely busy. And you happened to message me right in the middle of the day. Yes, I see. Miss Heard. She lives right next to Misunderstood, I believe. Yvonne. Yeah. That's what my mom said, anyway. Miss Takai? Oh, my. Oh, my. Ha. Ooh. We need to protect George Takei at all costs. Or Takai. Yeah. It's a national treasure with that voice. What was that one thing he told Howard Stern the one day? The first time he was on Howard Stern, and he was telling a story about a guy who like came up to him about his voice, like his deep voice. And the guy came up to him, and just the way George Takei explained it, he was like, anybody that has a voice that deep must have a big dung. Dude, I was rolling. Yeah, but George Takei is the one that said it. Yeah, probably. I don't care. It's great. He's got a big dung. George Takei. Yeah, it is said Takei, right? Takei. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Man, you're supposed to have dinner with everybody. Yeah. I went to dinner with a guy that played Big Bird. Yeah, I did. I didn't know it at the time. No, seriously. I didn't know it at the time. Yeah, is your audio out, Mark? Let me see here. Because for some reason your audio is completely out. Let me try this again. Hold on here. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, you know what? Here, hold on. Why didn't you know it? Nobody said anything. Until Marianne just said it. Now try it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I've been talking.
Yeah,
Well,
nobody
there
let
it
me
is.
know for like the last 15 minutes. I'm sitting here like I'm talking to myself like a freaking mental patient.
Yeah, I'm
Like I had
here.
no idea nobody could hear you.
Wow, that's pretty strange.
Now we'll go
'Cause-
back to talking about big dung.
Jesus, they're only hearing half. Okay, so now.
Yeah, they should be hearing you
Look,
now.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. For some reason, because I don't know, something about OBS and Skype just do not like one another.
Yeah, I guess.
You're back
But
on
hey,
now.
you know what? I'm there, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what you missed. Let me run through it. Frank Green. Yeah. And that's that.
Wait, you
catches
forgot
up
this
the
part.
last 15 minutes.
Big dung.
George Takei.
No, they were hearing me
Yeah.
just like talking like I was a mental patient to myself.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. Like you haven't been here for like 15 minutes, Mark.
Now Miss Hurd says, I hear two gentlemen.
Well, you hear one gentleman and Mark.
You take that back.
Yeah.
I am no gentleman. Yes, I am.
Yeah, Roni, you didn't even tell me.
Yeah,
Roni didn't even say
Hi,
nothing.
guys.
Just let me sit here and
Well,
just
okay.
yammer on.
And let me just say it again. I want to say hello to all you guys out
Sheesh.
there. It's nice to see you. Good to see you, Captain Calgary, DMB, Marianne, PG from, it's Petita from Pennsylvania. And Marianne, Rob is here. That's great to see you. DDB, hello. Isaac Martinez. All right. So good to see you out there. And the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. That's actually cool. SETI.
I feel so bad for like the random person just came in to check out the moon. They just hear this mental patient talking to himself,
Yeah. Hello.
laughing at himself and doing impressions of George Takei.
Michelangelo Aria, nice to see you.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah. And Driver Mark, I said hello to you before, but obviously you couldn't hear me. And I apologize for that. Justin T, what's going
Dude,
on?
they
And
couldn't
Yvonne
hear
Rivera.
you ever since I plugged these earphones in.
I'm afraid that's true.
I can't wait
You
to
know.
listen to this back and just laugh.
Ravens and Flies, how you doing? Good to see you as well.
Oh,
So
my.
nice to see you, man. Very nice, yeah.
Very
And Miss
nice.
Hurd, of course. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about televangelism and why it was such a scam.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
We
but
had
you
that whole
couldn't-
conversation. Oh my God,
Yeah,
they're
we
so far
did.
behind.
Yeah, I was saying how I knew James Randi, and I mentioned how he spoke at a science center where I was working at the time. And I told James, hey, let's go out to a restaurant. I'll take a bunch of our friends. We'll go and hang out and talk. So we left at around 9 o'clock from the science center. went to this restaurant in Avon, Connecticut, and did not leave the restaurant until 3 a.m. and they closed at 11. They closed it all up, and then all the staff and everybody came and sat down with us as James went through and did some magic tricks and talked about us. He regaled us with stories of taking down televangelists and fake psychics and things like that. And it was actually interesting. Now, I've always, erred on the side of I want to see the evidence, right? And I do. I want to see the evidence. But I'm open-minded about it. James is closed-minded. He's passed away, by the way, but he was closed-minded about it all, and he did not think it existed. He thought it was all farces, and that's the problem we have, right? If there's a possibility that something is real, because people fake it, it makes you think it's got to all be fake.
Well, he did give him the option to prove it, for all these people that want to, say they're real. He gave him the road to do that and to win $1 million.
Well, it was a $10,000 prize.
I thought it was $1 million.
No, $10,000. He would give $10,000 prize, and he never gave it away.
Nope.
Not in an entire career. He never gave it away once. Now that just means that if someone is really able to do this, I do think this is a real phenomena, though. That's what I'm going to say. I do believe that paranormal phenomena is real. Now, I'm a science guy. Why would I say that? Because I've experienced it. I'll give you, everybody listening right now, okay? We have 35 people watching right now, all right? If I said to you, to all of you at once, have you ever been sitting home thinking about someone, and the moment you stop thinking about them, or as you're thinking about them, the phone rings and it's them? You go, whoa, I was just thinking about you. Right now, every single hand, if I said to raise your hand, every single hand of everybody listening is going to go up. Every single hand.
By the way, it was a $1 million challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That was later. He had a 10,000.
Yeah.
And so what I'm getting at is, the folks in science will say that's coincidence. I don't believe that's coincidence. I think that there's more to it than that. I believe it's actually a fundamental scientific principle that has to do with the fundamental forces that we have. We have the weak force, the strong force, electromagnetic, and gravity, right? Well, there's a property of particles at these very, very small levels that allow them to actually communicate with each other. And some of you already know this, and you're saying it right now. But, because I'm the one talking, you can't get to say it. But don't worry, I'm hearing you. And you're calling it quantum entanglement. All right? And that is exactly what this was.
Wait, but here's the thing. Here's the difference. You are more than willing to admit that there's a possibility that it could be a coincidence. Correct?
Yes, of course.
Right. That's the difference.
Yeah, there's a possibility that it could be coincidence, for sure. I'm not saying this is proof of anything.
Right.
However, it is a rather abundant amount of evidence. I went out on the stage. I was talking to, I think it was 800 people down at a conference. And when I went out on the stage, I said, I'm not going to talk about this today, but I just want to ask you a question. I mentioned that question, how many of you thought of someone and all of a sudden they called right away? Every single hand went up. And I said, well, this talk is going to challenge your beliefs of science, okay? But, and this is just an example, all your hands are up, and they were still up, and I said, then science would have you say and believe that that's just coincidence. And everybody just started laughing. It was like, yeah, right, So they know. And so it's quantum entanglement at a higher level, all right? We know there's quantum entanglement of electrons. There's a characteristic of electrons called spin. And the classic definition of quantum entanglement is somewhat tricky, but if you have a substance, let's say you split it. We're going to be simple here. Take one half of the substance and put it in a lab 25 miles away, and then take the other half and put it in the lab next to you. And you look at the electrons in one atom of one element of the substance you have, and if you measure the spin of that electron and you measure it as up, you don't have to measure the other electron to know its spin is down. Okay? The corresponding rest of the substance, okay, the spin is down. Okay? So what this is cool about, what this really shows us, is that somehow the atoms are in contact. And now, if you were to change the spin of the electron in laboratory A and make it down, then the other one's going to go up. How does it know to change? It's because those electrons are still entangled through something we don't yet understand.
Shivers.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's the quantum entanglement. And so if it happens at the atomic quantum level, then I believe it happens at what I call, and I made up a word, the brainular level. It happens at a high level, like with our brains. And so that's why when you think of someone and you want to call them, I should call Bob. Bam, the phone rings, it's Bob. That's because either you sent a message and he got it, or he sent you a message saying, hey, I'm about to call you. I want to call and talk to Mark, okay, or whatever. So one of the two sent a message. It's like lightning. Lightning, before lightning strikes, it sends out a search pad, a search party, basically, of high energy electricity. And those are, they build a channel called a tortuous channel. And when the lightning strikes, it's only after it finds a channel to the ground, or in more reality, it meets another channel coming up from the ground, and they meet in the middle. Okay, because that's just about what really happens. So I think that's the kind of thing that's going on with our brains. We send out a leader, basically, and the other person's sending out a leader, and somehow we get connected, and one of the others says, hey, I'm going to talk to them. And someone steps out of the crowd, basically, and says, I'm going to call you right now. And they call, completing the odd response that is then, wow, I was just thinking.
Yeah, but why would it be just limited between, like, people? You know what I mean?
Well,
is it
because
conscionable actions or what?
Well, I think it's because dogs have yet to form language so they could tell us.
You think dogs get shivers? Probably not.
Hello, Isabella. By the way, I just want everybody to know, Isabella here, who's here. You see Isabella? That's Isabella Melamed from Sofia, Bulgaria. Isabella is one of our superstars at Skyter Livestream. She is the one who manages and creates all of our table of contents for all of our streams. Now, you can imagine we do sometimes 3, 4, 5 hour streams, and that woman will diligently go through every second of the footage and document what's being shown when, and even put in notations about a specific conversation we're having while talking about an object. So show her some love. She's great.
Yeah, absolutely. A very, very good artist too.
And a fantastic artist. Yeah, she should put up her site so people can see that.
She should.
Yep.
Let's see what I got here. So there was an explanation of quantum entanglement we all never knew we needed. So
hey, watch it now.
What? It's true. I found it interesting anyway.
Well, I think that it's very important because when we start finding extraterrestrial species somewhere that are also carbon-based, and we know they're there, well, we might be able to connect with them and do it in a different way than just normal transmission.
Just saying, you just gave me a plausible explanation for all that, for quantum entanglement, and you still can't tell me what causes shivers. That's a simple question.
It's certainly not quantum entanglement, but okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you do know a lot. I figured you at least know that.
Yeah.
Like, what is that mechanism that just makes brrr? Is it maybe the emptying of the bladder that triggers what causes a shiver to begin with? A shiver is just your body shaking itself to raise its temperature, right?
When you classic shivering, yes.
Yeah. So why would you do that when maybe because you're emptying out the warm water and you get a cold breeze? Oh, there was one. Did you just see that? 11:38:35, 34:35. Yeah, Paul. I bet you he probably saw that too. That's probably what he's texting.
So what?
11. Yep. I don't know what it was, but I saw it. 11:38:34. You could probably see it crossing really quick. I don't know if anybody wants to go back and look at it.
I see clouds crossing right now.
Yes. Hold on, I'm going to go back. 11:38:34. All right, let me see here. Let's see. And yes, if anybody knows in the comments what causes pea shivers, I don't know if women get it, but I know dudes do. Let us know what causes it. It's one of the life's great mysteries.
Okay.
All right, here we go. What was it? There it is. It might have been a bird.
Oh, what that thing that flew through? Yeah, that wasn't that. Yeah, that's probably a bird.
Quick.
No, that's not a meteor. If it was a meteor, it would cross the front of that in an instant. You wouldn't see it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Clouds.
Yeah, it was also really extended.
Paul just sent me a picture. It's literally one cloud, and it just like went in front of the moon.
Parked.
Yeah, it's just the
Parked
funniest
in front of
picture.
the
It's
moon.
just this little white cloud like right in front of the moon. It'll be out of there in a couple minutes.
Oh, okay, because right now I'm buffering. Hey there, malevolent bystander. How you doing?
To make our hair stand up and appear larger. Yeah, I get that. Like that's why you get like goosebumps and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those mysteries. Hold on. Let me see if Google knows. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out together tonight, people.
All right.
We're gonna learn some biology tonight.
If you guys want to check out a nice deep sky stream, you can come check us out and join us at SkyTour Livestream. Our entry point, the portal into us is here at that link I gave you there, youtube.com/Mark D'Antonio. And from there, you can click on the link to SkyTour Livestream and it takes you there. You can look at some of the past pictures. You can get your own prints. You could do anything you like and check everything out. Connect with us. Look at the observatory. So it's a lot of fun. If you want to see the moon when it's a full moon like this, we would typically stream, and we might have been streaming tonight, except that it's cloudy right now out at our observatory out in the desert in Arizona.
Okay, from NBC.com. Okay.
You're not going for the answer, are you?
Yeah, absolutely. I told you we're going to figure this out. Our our parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for rest and digest function, lowers the body's blood pressure to initiate urination. One leading theory behind the shudder is that peeing can unleash a reactive response from the body's sympathetic nervous system, which handles fight or flight.
Hello there, Tusk Splitter. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream.
I wonder if he gets pea shivers.
You're allowed to say sheep hivers.
I mean, it seems like they have an idea what causes, but not a definite. So,
Yeah, that's like saying, did I ever tell you the story of the pea little thrigs?
the pea little thrigs? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Pervert.
That's the three little pigs.
Pea little thrigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that? Remember that show? Remember where that came from? There was a guy that would tell stories, and he would always get the words backwards and mix them up.
No, I don't remember offhand anyway. What was it?
Okay. It was hee haw.
Hee haw. Well, that's before my time, Mark. I'm not 100 years old.
Oh,
Mark.
neither am I.
Yeah, what are
I
you
saw
now?
it in reruns.
Early 80s?
Oh yeah, as if. Look what time it is. It's 11:43 here on the East Coast. I couldn't be that old and not be in bed already.
Yeah.
I'm not the president.
Well, I'll be there someday, though. Someday soon, we'll be like sitting there eating Jello. With our
And
swollen
going,
ankles
where's
kicked up.
I want my raspberry Jello. Tusk Splitter says quantum entanglement on some level. Yes, I agree with that. And Deja Vu, he says, has been interesting lately few cases. Deja vu, the medical establishment explains as not not what you think it is, yet the feeling that you've done something before or that I've done this before when you may not have. It's according to the medical establishment, not according to me, Mark D'Antonio, but according to the medical establishment, it is a failure, or not a failure, but a timing difference in the signaling within the brain that makes you feel like something happened beforehand.
No.
It's like another area of the brain is getting the message before the area of the brain that says it just happened.
No.
And that other area that's getting the message is the one that says, hey, I'm remembering this from before.
No.
But the part of the brain, it's like the signal coming in a mistaken time. That's what they claim. And that might be right.
No.
But I do think that we basically can certainly connect at a different level with people.
Listen,
See, Driver Mark says, I'm
I've
60, I grew up watching Yeehaw.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Well, listen, I've had dreams, all right? And then a couple years later, like I remember the dream. I remember the dream when I woke up. And then a couple years later, I'd be in the situation where that dream happens to the T.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is not a misfiring of information.
And people say, dreams sometimes predict the future, right? Or, I mean, I've had dreams, for instance, where I'm falling off a cliff, and when I hit the bottom of the cliff, that's when the dog jumps on the bed, right? And people say, oh, no. So you kind of knew the dog was going to jump on the bed. They try to make it a clairvoyant thing. In that case, it's not. The dog jumping on the bed actually initiated the dream, which took place in a very short time.
Right.
And then you woke up. And
still
because
think-
the dog jumped on the bed, it generated that falling off the cliff dream.
Yeah. I still think, like, when we dream, we're just looking at other us's in different universes. Like, something about REM sleep allows you to peek into a different, like, multiverse of your own self, which is why, like, things seem familiar. Like, you own stuff. Like, like, I know I was in my house, but it wasn't my house. Like, that kind of thing.
Well, dang it. I dreamed I was very wealthy, so what the hell happened?
Well, I mean, don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if what you just said was plausible, my multiverse theory is plausible.
Yeah.
What if we have a different sound energy, a different hertz level when we go into REM sleep? And we start visualizing into different universes.
Well, it may not even have to be other universes. It may just be parallel dimensions. And I don't think you haven't heard my latest lecture I do at the conferences now. I mean, I do like 15 of them, but I just wrote another one that I've been doing, and this one talks about the advanced physics that UFOs might actually use to actually travel great distances and also travel short distances on Earth, travel through water very, very fast without being stopped or impeded by the water. Do it quietly, which is very, very hard to do because water being displaced is extremely loud. So it is important to understand that there is additional physics we don't know. Excuse me. And right now, the Large Hadron Collider location out at CERN, they're building another particle accelerator. And this particle accelerator will in part be used to study these particular particles that would be used in this advanced physics arena that I think unidentified flying objects, UAP, spacecraft from other locations may actually use to actually travel long distances. These particles are called Kaluza-Klein gravitons. Now, we don't know if gravitons exist. They're theoretical. KK particles we think might exist, but the Kaluza-Klein graviton is actually a graviton that is like a gravitational wave versus a gravitational particle. Just like we have a light wave and a light particle, we have a proton, and we have an equation, a wave equation that describes the quantum levels. So we have wave and particle, characteristics
Oh, hi,
of those
Mark.
other three fundamental forces, but we don't have one for gravity. Einstein never thought we'd see gravitational waves. Yet the moon here and the Earth, if they were to collide, you might get some form of a gravitational wave, or if two very, very large masses like black holes collide, which they did, we have actually seen gravitational waves come passing the Earth like ripples in a pond. And those gravitational waves, now that we've found them, well, that's it. We've got gravitational waves now. Now we're looking for gravitational particles. And Isabella's talking about the Muon Collider right now in the chat. And this new collider that they're building out at CERN is going to help look for the presence of these KK particles, the Kaluza-Klein particles, that are very, very, very high-powered gravitons.
You thought that the conspiracy theorists were going crazy just over that thing being turned back on. Let's add another one with a muon collider.
Well, hey, look,
Freaking Looney Tunes.
Where would the conspiracy theorists be without a new piece of technology to lament about, right?
Very true.
Yeah. And Laura Newbert's here. Hello, Laura. Laura, we have to talk.
Yeah, we
can't
do. You are in trouble.
We're going to do a Zoom call with you, with Marianne and Tara and I, for a Skytour live stream, yes. And so the Large Hadron Collider is going to possibly locate and characterize the KK particle. Here's the fundamental bottom line.
It's possible. That's true. The muons could give me the shivers. Can a dude back me up in the chat here? Seriously. I cannot be the only dude to get the pee shivers. Somebody here else has to get it. And tell me if women get it. I'm going to keep coming back to this because I'm not going to let Mark go off on his little tangent about space and, aliens. We're going to figure out the pee shivers, and we're going to figure it out tonight.
Why
Justin gets them.
Talk about this until when you can talk about that? Why talk about anything with science and the moon?
We're talking about pee shivers. Like, what if it's based on the moon's angular, distance from the Earth?
Hey, you know what? Newsflash, it's not.
What if it does that? What if it goes with the tides? How do you know? Just like Isabella said, what if it was muons?
But you get quarks? It all the time.
Huh?
Do you even know? Do you know what a quark
Driving,
is?
Mark? You never had pee shivers? Really? You're a driver? That's weird. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Do you know what a quark? Do you know what a quark is? Do you get the quark shivers?
Quarks and stuff. I'm just saying.
Well, I can promise. I can promise you that you get the quark shivers. Okay, because quarks are always vibrating. They never stop moving. A proton is made of 3 of them. Yeah.
Can you just
quarks
answer
are
a
weird.
basic biology question, Mr. Smart Man?
I guess, maybe. I don't know. If I don't know it, I won't answer
causes pee shivers?
Okay.
That is the topic.
Okay. If you must know, as warm liquid passes through the tubes that connect the inside of the body to the outside of the body, that warm fluid can generate an expansion reaction in the walls, which are translated to nerve endings, which you actually feel as a shiver. That's my theory for what it really is. And I thought about that before, but I wasn't going to say that because I was talking about the moon. And
so you just said the theory. That's your theory.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. No, it's a good theory. I mean, it would have been nice to have 20 minutes ago, but, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together, Mark.
Okay. Well,
See,
hey there, Mutt
even
Jr.
Mutt gets pea shiver. Yeah, so see, there you go. Yeah, that falling pre-sleep. Yeah, that sucks. You ever have that when you just close your eyes, Mark, and all of a sudden you just snap? Like, it's almost like that falling, but it's like a snap back to reality, and you're wide awake.
Oh yeah, actually, that happens. Yeah, I get that a lot when I'm driving. I just
Oh wow! And never riding with Mark again. Yeah, that's
Miss Hurd, thank you for coming. Good to see you.
Yeah, I don't
Join us
remember
on
the name either,
Skytra
Tuss.
live stream. You won't hear anything about what Keith's talking about.
Yeah, you'll go over there and hear about space.
Space and really cool things you see in space, and you'll see the 3 real cool things in space.
Yep.
Well, I mean, this is really cool. That's why I'm here, because I love this.
Yeah, you like to talk about other topics every once in a while.
Yeah. But I just want to say right up front, the moon craters are not all the same depth.
Yep.
All right, at all. They are very many depths, which you can see using the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter Quick Map. It has tools. You can draw cross sections across craters, and you see the side view. You can actually see the profiles of the walls and the base. And the radius of the moon is given as a mean radius, meaning that on average, okay, it's
very
a
angry.
certain radius. Yeah, it's mean. Yeah, it's a mean average. So on the near side, the side we always see, the mean radius is different from the the radius of the moon. The actual radius of the moon is different every spot because the moon is always varying in its height and depth. As a mean, okay, the near side is actually a shallower rock strata than the far side. The far side is much thicker. So the moon is actually kind of oblong. It's not really round. It's sort of oblong. And the reason that's probably true is because when you look at the moon, the Maria, those dark gray areas, these are created by large impacts that penetrated into the young moon, and those are lava fields that have actually spread from the point of impact. That's why all of these Maria are actually, as you look at them, you can see that all these Maria are dark, right? And they're round, right? So the round, driver Mark will answer that in a sec. The Maria are round areas because those are remnants of a crater from an asteroid strike for the larger ones. Mare Imbrium to the left. You can see Mare Crisium to the right up at the top there. These are areas where there were very large impactors. And of course, the center, Mare Tranquillitatis. These were areas that were extremely large impactors. And the impactor struck with such force that it penetrated into the moon while the interior was still very molten. And then the lava flooded out, and the impactor was vaporized by the impact generally. But there might be some deposits of the impactor left underneath all these Maria. But on the other side, though, okay, it's thicker and there's no Maria. That's weird, right? Because why would one side of the moon have them and the other side not? What's different about the near side of the moon? What's different is the Earth is on the near side of the moon. So clearly the Earth has something to do with that puzzle. And yeah, and so when the moon was young and the Earth was young, the moon and the Earth both were molten multiple times through their creation and through their creation. And during the early bombardment era, just 3.8 billion years ago or more, the Earth was generally molten, had some hard areas. The moon was sort of hard area with some with some Maria. And the moon was getting struck many, many times. Many of those Maria were probably created by it, okay, by these impacts. Same thing on the Earth. But the thing that was different about this side of the moon versus the other, and the moon is tidally locked, and it was from early on, okay, so it's same side space does. But when the moon was struck and the Earth was struck, the Earth had a much larger surface area compared to the moon. So the side of the Earth facing the moon had a lot of infrared energy or heat energy that was radiating away. Heat energy is radiation, and that radiation is radiating outward in all directions from the Earth, and again toward the moon. So now you have this general radiation stream, okay,
I
of
see what you did
infrared
there.
energy. What I did?
Radiation, radiating.
Yes,
That's what it does.
that's right.
That's what it does.
Well,
Keep
that
talking to
is
him. I'm going to
the
go read down and refill my drink.
okay.
This is now the Mark
So,
D'Antonio Show. By the way, if anybody has a question for Mark, feel free to type it in here. He'll get to you.
well, yeah, I had someone ask about lava tubes. We're gonna get to it in this driver mark.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Get it to him.
But the thing is, when the moon comes back, and you look at those Maria, they're on the near side, not the far side. But what happened was when the Earth was molten, much of the time, that infrared energy was radiating out toward the moon, and so anytime the moon got struck on the near side, it would send up a whole plume of material around it, and that infrared energy would tend to push it a little bit because infrared energy does impart a force. Radiation can impart a force, and so it would tend to push it further away. And what that does in general with the moon is this is actually a lunar theory about how it came to be. It would push it over the horizon as seen from the Earth, and it would deposit on the far side. Okay, not all of it, but some portion of it. And when it did that, what it would do is it would then cool and deposit on the moon on the far side over several hundreds of millions of years and billion years or so. What that would end up doing is thickening the far side and allowing the near side to remain thin and become thinner. And that's why there could be Maria on the near side versus the far side. There's only two places on the moon and the backside that actually have Maria, and one of them is called Mare Muscoviense, and that's around the moon. As you can see it here, it's to the upper right and around the corner a little bit. And then we also have in the same region, we have Slikovsky crater, which has a central Maria in it as well. That's the only thing. In fact, the lowest point of the moon, at the point where you would expect to see Maria, doesn't have it, and that's the lowest point on the moon, and that's called the Aitken Basin. That's Aitken, and that's on the far side, on the left side of the left of center. Okay, if you go through the moon and then drop down a little bit, so maybe let's say from the center of the moon, you go straight through and then drop down a little bit. That's about where the Aitken Basin is, and it's really got a it's got a that's the lowest spot, but there's no real Maria there. That really bright crater, by the way, in the lower left, that's Aristarchus. That's the Aristarchus Plateau that you can see there. That's literally the brightest spot on the moon, and it has to do with the material that was dredged up when that crater impact occurred. So, I guess that gives you an idea. And now we'll talk about lava tubes. Driver Mark asks, are there lava tubes on the moon? And the answer is yes. We see them actually. We see them actually. Well, I just mentioned the Aristarchus Plateau. Right next to Aristarchus is another crater, and in between those two craters, Aristarchus and the other one, there is something called the Cobra Head, and then you see this rift valley, a valley of sinuous lines, a line moving away. Well, that is the remains of a collapsed lava tube. And we see other collapsed lava tubes on the moon, and they appear as what look like a perfect line of tiny little craters. And this is where the ceilings of the lava tubes have collapsed into the lava tube on the moon. So that's how we see that. And we know there's lava tubes in Hawaii. You can go walking through them if you get there. So they're the same on the moon. They're actually just a little bit bigger. And so one of the ideas is if we can go to the moon to colonize it, well, guess what we're going to do? We would want to be safe from any meteors that might strike the moon. And trust me, I know that they can happen. I'll tell you why. And we'd want to be safe from the ultraviolet radiation of the sun. So we would want to be underneath the moon if we could get under the moon. And the idea is we'll set up a colony, a space base, so to speak, inside a lava tube. And that's actually one of the things that they want to do. And the reason we know the moon is still getting hit by meteors is because in SkyTour livestream in 2019, there was an eclipse, and we were broadcasting the eclipse live. And while we were broadcasting, oh, it's Jupiter. While we were broadcasting the eclipse live, we were one of 5 groups on the whole planet that actually saw a meteor hit the moon live, and it's in our stream. You can go look it up. In fact, it shows the lunar impact and gives the time when it occurs, so you can actually watch it happen. And you see a white flash, and it's gone. It was instantaneous. When I saw it, we didn't know how much that white blob would mean. I thought it might have been a video glitch at the time, and in fact, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was actually a meteor striking the moon, about, let's say, 18 inches across. It made a crater a couple feet in diameter. It was actually a pretty good strike. And Driver Mark says, "Thank you for the answer." Of course, not at all. I'm glad you asked. Okay, so Paul's got Jupiter going now. We see some cloud bands and the moons. And because the moons are so much smaller and fainter relative to Jupiter, to see Jupiter's cloud bands, you would have to reduce the amount of light going into the camera. If you increase the amount of light going into the camera, then what you'll get is you'll see, of course, Jupiter as a bright out of, saturated object, and then you'll see the moons. And Keith is back.
Yeah.
Are you? I thought so.
Yeah.
Well, we're all
just went
set, Keith,
outside,
so
and
yeah.
the moon is gorgeous here in Pennsylvania tonight. It's
last night it was pretty
like,
here.
Yeah. Do you still have the scope
Yeah, it
up
was
there at
rising.
your house?
I do. It's right behind me.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but I don't have a building for it because we wanted to build the building, and of course, wood went through the roof.
through the what?
Through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went through the woof.
Went
And
through the
because
roof.
the cost was so high, we couldn't rebuild the observatory here. We had a dome on the front lawn for several years, 3 years, and people would come by, see the dome, stop, take pictures. We decorated it like Stuart the Minion on Halloween, and it looked just like him. It was great, Oh, thank you. And
Wow.
so, when I finally outgrew it, it was a sad day because I was like, well, the equipment is no longer fitting in here reasonably because it's getting bigger.
You know
it's
what? Can I
getting
just
more
say
expensive.
something? Hold on here. Okay, because they know this stream and they know how I am. I just need to point out that all these little poot noises that you're hearing, that's not Keith. That's actually our science man Mark making
Paul's
those
doing that?
noises. Because they're all going to think it's me.
But it is you. You're always doing it.
No, that's you because you got a pooter tutor like I got. And now you're addicted to it like I am.
Well,
Good, admit it.
you're addicted. I mean, I have one. I gotta look for it.
Yeah.
See, that wasn't me.
Yes, it was.
That's not me.
Who's that?
That's you.
That wasn't me. Listen,
Clearly
you can
it's
just admit you just did a butt sneeze.
I did not do that. That was you just now.
By the way,
obviously.
Jupiter's still pretty low, but will get.
I see that.
It'll get higher throughout the night. Jesus, we're so immature, Mark. And you know what? That's what the P&K channel's for. It's for
Well, you know
immaturity
what?
because we stick to the science and the learning and all that stuff. Well, you learn stuff here too because Mark. But
When
don't expect me ever to
when
teach
I
you anything.
when I come, no, actually, I mean, the reason I stream at all is because of you.
Yeah, I know.
The reason SkyTour Livestream exists is because of you and Paul.
Yes.
And you and Paul came here. You know, Paul was phenomenal. See? No, that's not me. And you were really cool too about it. So I thought it was kind of cool, that and I thought, what am I going to stream for, I mean, and you said, well, you could start an observatory or something. So I did.
No,
And
here's
now
the
we have
void.
two.
Here's the void. Here's what I noticed. Mark knows a lot, okay? And I noticed that. And the one thing that was missing that I haven't seen, because there was plenty of us around at the time streaming, because me and Paul started this channel because we were looking for UFOs. Everybody was saying there was UFOs. The one thing that wasn't around was a scientific take on that. And as soon as I heard, or I met Mark for the first time, I'm like, well, why isn't this guy streaming? He should be. And you had the equipment already there to do it. So it just made sense.
I just didn't. You know what the thing was? That was sort of a black box I hadn't tapped yet.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, that's right. Giggity giggity goo. Now that I've done that, I try to add again. It comes from my performing background too, being doing magic shows and television shows and stuff.
Same here. I mean, I came from a performing background as well. I mean, I was young. I needed the money. Don't judge me, but seriously. It was a way. I was in college. I was just a schoolgirl.
Yeah, but I mean, and seeing you in that little blue dress, it was just too much for me. So I'm really glad you finally thrown it away.
Yeah, we were on Broadway with Little Waning.
Yeah. Oh God. See,
Little Waning sitting on a Whisker biscuit.
You go right to that next level.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is that I didn't know how good it could be. And then I started watching some streams and thought, wow, that's really interesting. I have everything here to do that. I bought some other video equipment.
Yeah.
And it started out somewhat simple. And now it's actually quite an operation. We're doing the Arizona Observatory. It's 2,500 miles away.
Yeah, and not only that, but you're up to what? Almost, well, you're probably 7,500 subscribers?
I think there's like 7,100 now.
Yeah, but just to go show you, there was a market for it.
Yeah,
and you combine that with a radio show. Here's the one thing though. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, and this is just me being honest, take it with a grain of salt. We need to do something to change it up a little bit, because you're going to start running in like we did, and I only know this because we ran into it, is repetitive. Like it's going to become repetitive, and actually this last year and a half has actually been really good for us.
Well, to be fair, I mean, yes, I can see that. You're shooting the moon.
Yes.
The moon never changes.
Yep.
We're shooting comets and other things that are changing within 30 to 40 minutes. You can see the change, and we have a whole sky of objects to look at from night to night.
True.
And we don't have to see the same objects more than once in a season. There's so many out there. But I tend to do that anyway, though. I do tend to go to some of the same objects because I do like to gauge the quality of the night by comparing it to the previous night that we looked at it. And when you have that many clear nights a year, I really have to fight not to stream every single night.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, oh, look at that, it's beautiful. Sometimes I want to stream every single night. And I end up on a third shift schedule where I'm literally up from, midnight to dawn rather than, anything else. And so I have to work all day too, because I have a visual effects business and I do a lot of work for the Navy, right? So I've got to do those projects as well,
Yeah, think about it this way. Think about Mark's channel as being the staple, the go-to educational, staple. And over here's like the minor leagues. like we have a little more freedom over here.
No,
To be like,
this is not that.
no,
This
it is, and that's the way I want it to be.
Best. No, hold on. This is the best lunar stream on the internet. Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
There-
That's
Okay,
because
well, just stop that sentence. Ixnay. Okay.
I'm
That
saying the
means,
audio,
okay.
the visuals are great. I'm saying the audio is a work in progress.
Well, no. You know what?
I mean, where
think
else are you going to
people
be able to watch the moon and learn about pea shivers in the same night? Go ahead, tell me. Nowhere.
And then maybe the depth of craters in the same night. Yeah.
Last time we did this, we were talking about throwing octopus against concrete sidewalks to make them more tender for eating. I don't know where that conversation came from, but we had it.
I do. We had that conversation because we were talking about the smartest animal in the ocean. I said an octopus is. And, my experience with these mollusks is that they are extremely smart. They are highly specialized, but they're very smart.
Yeah. Well, listen, we won't go through it again because most of the people are here.
we're
But
not.
if you want to hear it, go back to stream. I think it was in March we did it. No, it was before that. It was probably back in January.
Well, unless you have something in the title or have a table of contents like Isabella makes for us, you won't really know where it is.
No,
right?
Isabella won't do that for us because I think she did it one time, and it was just like the poor girl had the title like all the stupid stuff that Keith said. So it was like 331. Keith talks about
pea shivers.
yeah, Keith talks about pea shivers, or Keith mentioned something about a whisker biscuit. Keith and Mark laugh like little
442.
schoolgirls for 42 minutes.
Yeah, 442. Keith Poots.
It's more. Think about it this way: it's more of a hangout session here. It's more formatted on Mark's channel. Is that fair to say?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I tend to stick to the astronomy, but I
Right.
actually I do have a lot of really interesting stories that I like to tell, and I also I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm actually very comedic sometimes in the way I deliver things. I deliver stuff in a way that makes me, I guess, draw laughs out of people because I think it's fun.
Yes, you're very good at what you do.
Maybe.
And I will say this: Mark did fulfill his promise since the last time we did a stream together. I do now have his book, and it is collecting dust on my shelf somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where I put it, but no, I actually started it.
Look, let's be clear, and once you can read, you'll be able to get it. Okay.
Wow,
Well, okay, come
that
on.
just
After what you
daggered
say
me
to
right through the heart. Jesus,
Yeah, right.
with friends like these.
Yeah, but my book was between you and your heart, so now the dagger's sticking into the book.
Yeah, it's not really
It's
a
ruined a whole
dagger,
bunch
it's
of
more like a
pages.
fire poker.
Blunt force trauma poker.
No, but listen, you are good at what you do. You're a good educator, and that's what you should stick to, hands down. Where over here, I'm not an educator. I'm not ever going to pretend to be one. I do know common sense. I do have street smarts. I have a thirst for knowledge, especially when it comes to pea shivers.
Okay.
Right? I want to know what causes the crazy
Yes.
things in life. That's why it's more. That's why I'm saying it's more of a. It was more of a lax conversation over here, where it's more of a. I don't want to say agenda driven, but more. I just want to say more formatted over there, where you're sticking to what you're looking at, and where here we're just kind of having a conversation while we all stare at the moon, like a bunch of mental patients, waiting for something to happen.
It is pretty dang cool, isn't it?
It is absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. It's very, very interesting.
So be sure to get over
Is that
and subscribe to the Sky Tour live stream with Mark D'Antonio.
That's not Pythagoras, is it?
Pythagoras? No.
Are you sure?
That is. Hold on, I'm trying to orientate myself here.
I can't tell where he's aiming. Oh, wait a minute. I think I figured out where he's aiming.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that Meyer? No.
No, it's not Meyer Crater. You're talking about the big one in the center, right?
Yes, I am. The one that's there. Trying to figure out what crater that is. Riemann?
No, because you got the one. You got the
No.
complex crater to the left, I believe.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where he's looking. Because he rotates it so much. He rotates it all around, so it's like a little puzzle.
Yeah, and the reason why he does that is to maximize screen.
Yeah, I got you.
You know.
It's not Bird Crater, BYRD for Admiral Byrd. It's not Hermite.
Click, enhance.
Lunar.
Enhance. Enhance. Yo, I would say this though. You look at some of these craters, and especially like of the angle now. You know, the way you get those contrasts, it does look like stuff in the craters. I will admit that 100%. But if you watch it, especially when we have long streams, like sometimes we do, you can actually see it change over the course of a night. Even if it's only 2 percentage points of illumination.
That's right.
You will see it change.
Yeah, you can. You can watch the Lunar X, for instance, appear and disappear in just a few hours.
Right. And it's so funny because we have like I like to call them the noobs come in and go, "What's inside that crater? That looks like a building." I'm like, "Do you realize that building would have to be 30 miles wide and about 60 miles high in order for you to see it from?" Because even I tried to make this because we did the math one night, Mark. You remember this? Mm-hmm. And we did the focal length and all that stuff. And even at our closest zoom, people, at the closest that we can zoom into a crater and you can see like details of the edges on the clearest night, it's still like we're 15,000 miles away. It's insane. Like we were nowhere close, and anybody that's telling you that they're seeing stuff on the move on the surface of the moon, they are full of shit. Hands down, you're not going to see it.
Merde. That's right.
Pardon my French. No, you know what? No, don't pardon my French. Feel free. French
that's
it up.
Not Olbers. Okay, that's not
Oberhurst?
Olbers crater either. Okay. No.
Trippy Alex, that's because of Paul. Paul is constantly upgrading and doing stuff, even when we're not streaming too. And he has some new toys down there that we're going to be testing out probably this winter when we have a little more darkness earlier, so we're not up till 1 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, all the stuff you see, just thank the man behind the scopes, the guy sitting on top of a parking garage in Miami.
He's not using the infrared camera, is he?
No, this is just a regular camera, which I think we're down to 1. So, oh man, that's not good because he always likes to keep a backup. I'm not sure, Paul, if you're listening, you can let me know if we do just have the 1 camera left or if we still got the backup. But I think he told me last time this is the only one left. The other one burnt or something like that. So it's like, By the way,
see, I
wanted to tell people, sometimes YouTube lags you. So to make sure you are caught up live, because we are only running off of a maybe a 15-second delay at most. So if that little red light is not lit up next to the word live on your screen or on your phone or whatever you're watching on, that means you are not live with us. So just hover over your screen and go to where it says live and just click the word live and it should bring you current. Sometimes YouTube lags for some reason and knocks you off the live and you're like 5-6 minutes behind. And make sure you're on 1080p too, by the way, if you have it available. Now what were you saying, Mark?
I wonder if is this Mayor Smithy?
Oh.
This might be Mayor Smithy.
Robert
And then
Smythe.
Schubert Crater.
Frankenstein.
Huh?
I don't know why. It just made me think of that thing. It's not
okay.
Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein.
Okay, and that might be Gilbert Crater right there. Left of center, that round one. Now he's panning left. That might be Mayor Smithy, that he's named for Henry William Smith, a British astronomer, 1788. I think that's where he is. I can't tell, though, for sure, because it's really
That
hard
crater
to
is so
see.
cool looking. The one right up top there. Like you could just see it, like it looks like it goes off into the void.
That's Mayor Smithy. I
Yeah.
think that's the
Badass.
and that crater right there in the front there, just lower center, that might be Gilbert Crater,
Sausage.
and it might be Sausage Crater
It
too.
might be Sausage Crater. It might
Yeah.
be.
But I'm not sure. I can't tell where we are because he, like I said, he rotates it around, and I'm not sure.
Just know it's on the moon.
Well, yeah, but I like the rays of that crater over on the right.
Yeah, they're very visible, aren't they? What's this? Oh.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good.
Let's see.
So where's Siobhan?
She is asleep because we have stuff to do in the morning.
Okay. Hey there, Chaz. How you doing? C&D boy, what's going on? And Trippy Alex Connolly, I don't think I ever said hi to you. Good to see you, man. Rita Mills, hello there.
Oh, hi,
Lunar
Mark.
Sparkles. Lunar Sparkles is here.
Lunar Sparkles. Haven't seen that in a while either.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of people in a while. Let's see, we did a solar stream a couple weeks ago, I think it was. That was about it. We tried one the night before, but of course it just... it just always got clouded out. So tonight's a treat.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great. And thank you for the invite to come on with you for a little bit. There it is. As you probably know, for those that may not know, that's Keith Thickus you're hearing on the other side, and I'm Mark D'Antonio.
Oh, hi, Mark.
This is Keith. Exactly, and this is Keith's channel, PK Space Imaging,
It's
P and
myself
K.
and Paul's channel.
That's right. That's the P and the K,
Yeah.
Paul and Keith.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just
And,
the voice of the channel.
You're a voice, and you're also doing a lot of the cool enhancements of the moon. See, the moon just had some shivers just there.
Yep, shivers.
Yeah, and so if you want, you can check out what we do. It's Sky Tour live stream for the ones who just got here. Sky Tour live stream is on YouTube at youtube.com/Mark D'Antonio, and you can check us out. Exactly, and hang with us and go look at the deep sky. We're not live tonight because we are clouded out in Arizona. It's rare, actually. We have 300 clear nights a year there. So we're usually up most clear nights, okay? And if you want to see what we do and see more of our data, you can go to our portal, which is the STLS or Sky Tour Livestream portal, and that's at skytourlive.com. So check it out and hang there with us too.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man, that Webb telescope isn't disappointing, is it?
It is not disappointing.
Jesus. I saw some of them, I finally got around to looking at them. I'm like, wow. Just the detail is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, our radio show last weekend was all about the James Webb capabilities, and we went through the images one by one and talked about them. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, the more and more they're going to do with it, it's just... Now, I know there is something happened up there, right? Something got hit by like a micrometeorite or something?
Yeah, one of the mirror panels got dinged by a micrometeorite. Not unexpected. They were expecting that this would happen at some point.
Right.
And they have a way of processing out the error generated by that. Mm-hmm. But you have 18 mirror segments and it's 21 feet in diameter. So, but it's sitting at a parking spot in space called a Lagrange point. But where it is at this Lagrange point 2, It's not a stable Lagrange point. It's called metastable. So they have to use fuel to keep it there, and that keeps it moving in a somewhat elliptical orbit. Okay, so that elliptical orbit, will mean that it's moving at all times while it's actually orbiting the sun. 1 million miles from us. So that's what's going on there. And it's going to definitely take hits over time. But if it was at one of the other Lagrange points, which are like 60 degrees ahead of our orbit and 60 degrees behind, those are stable Lagrange orbits. And the problem with those is there's a lot of debris kicking around there. And although we would use less fuel to keep it there, it would probably be hit a lot more often. So Lagrange 2 is it. It doesn't have any. And plus, the infrared sensor would always be impacted by something else floating around out there. At L2, we don't have that problem because it's way out past the moon. It's 1 million miles away. Remember, the moon is 240,000, so it's literally 5 times the distance.
It's out there.
The moon. It's 4 times the distance. Yeah, it's quite distant. Yeah.
Yeah. But man, it's even with that, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I can say that looking at some of these images, it's like wow. You look at these images and you're like, whoa, I'm blown away. Stephen's Quintet is a group of 5 galaxies. We've never seen them with this kind of detail. The Stephen's Quintet galaxies, when we looked at these galaxies, they were literally, clearly, and obviously, and we knew this before, we knew they were interacting, but when you look at the collisions going on in this infrared light, you can see what the result of the collisions causes. It causes star burst formation, or there's a burst of star formation in the galaxy. And you see literally the shock wave from the impact of a galaxy going through another galaxy, like an arrow through a heart. It's just incredible. Yeah.
It's a pretty shot, too.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice.
Looking for some flybys.
Oh, hi,
Looking
Mark.
for some satellites.
Some satellites. What is this here?
Hey there, Michael Klages. How you doing? He's heading to Orlando for vacation in the morning. All right, man.
Where's
This is
he,
Mark, by the way.
From where?
Michael, where are you from typically? I forget where you say you're listening from when you're on our Skytour live stream. He'll tell us.
Ouch.
Oh, hey. The old spring action.
Yeah. Microphone beat the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, I should go down and get some pineapple. I forgot I had some of that.
Pineapple's good.
It is. Oh, it's so good. Especially
Yeah,
when it's
but
cold.
it's like, yeah, right, but it's 12:30.
And?
He's in Michael Klages is in Rocket City in Huntsville.
Okay, so you don't got too far to go.
He's in Huntsville, Alabama.
Huntsville, Alabama. That's where the NASA place is, isn't it?
No.
Oh, Huntsville, Alabama.
Well, that's Rocket City. Remember, Space Camp is there too.
Yep. Johnny
Which
Five.
I don't think they number 5 alive. I don't think they're doing Space Camp because of the COVID thing. I think they stopped that for a while.
Ever since they launched them kids into space.
Yeah. Right.
I don't care. That was good. You know
The
what?
reality.
That was one of Joaquin Phoenix's first movies, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Space Camp.
And the reality would be that, they would not survive and get back to Earth.
Well, duh. What a way to ruin a movie, Mark. Jeez. The point of the movie is to suspend belief.
Disbelief.
Suspend suspenders.
Disbelief. That's right.
And now you just ruined it for
Hey, it's
everybody.
funny. I did not.
Like,
Okay,
oh, yeah,
Michael
you ever see that
saying
movie Space Camp?
for the
Mark's
kids
like,
is now open.
No, those kids would die. Those
Not
kids'
exactly what I
blood
meant.
would have started boiling,
Oh, stop it.
and then they would have sent the fat little kid through the airlock, where he would have floated away in
He would-
space
he-
forever. He would have still been floating to this day. It's
no,
like,
he would use as he's the leak stopper.
oh yeah.
You put him up against the wall to stop the leak.
So is Daedalus still up there?
Daedalus?
Yeah. Remember they went to
was a concept.
yeah. No, what was that? What was the station with all the oxygen in that movie?
Oh, I don't remember that.
It was,
it Daedalus?
Yeah, I thought it was called that.
Oh, okay. I guess not.
I think they called it
Right.
Daedalus. I don't remember.
All
They're
right.
like, oh yeah, they keep extra oxygen bottles there. It's like, oh yeah, sure. They just happen to put like 60 oxygen tanks up there. Just in case.
How many kids are gonna get marooned in space? Oh, we suspect 2 or 3. Okay, we'll put this many oxygen bottles here just so that when they get here, they'll have some. All right.
And you can darn sure be sure that we're gonna have to count on one busting open and slamming a kid's face into the side of a metal structure in space. So, better put an extra one.
Yeah, right.
That kid just like got his like, let me hook it up, and you could see it coming from a mile away. And as soon as that stupid, hose broke or whatever it was just die.
That's a little funny scene.
yeah.
Trevor Mark says,
Did you say it was a
"All right,
funny
Johnny
scene?
Intel."
God, you are morbid. It's like, oh, the little fat kid dies. Oh yeah, that was funny. Oh,
Oh,
he
did
didn't
he
die,
die?
did he? No, I think he just got brain damage.
I don't remember. Because Space Camp was sort of like a kiddie movie.
Yeah. It did
Trevor
try
Mark
pretty
says,
hard.
Mark, got any intel on the tunnels that run from Alabama to Kentucky? Okay, yeah, actually, it's not so much intel, but that's more conspiracy, right? Everybody thinks that there's these large underground tunnels here on Earth that connect things.
I could tell you about ones in Kentucky.
Well, I can tell you about. Well, really, you got one in Kentucky?
Yeah, it's the deep underground vault. You know what they keep there? Cheese.
Oh, okay.
Nothing but government cheese. Literally, cheese that was made in the 1970s is still there to this day. Billions and billions of pounds of cheese.
I think there are billions and billions of pounds of cheese.
I'm serious. That's all it's for.
I believe you.
It literally stores nothing but super high sodium salted cheddar. Because when they subsidized the farmers back in, what was the 60s, 70s, the government started buying up all the milk. They didn't know what to do with the milk, so they started making cheese. And guess what? They had to store it somewhere. So now it's in a nice, cool underground vault in the middle of Kentucky.
But you can't drink cheese.
Sure you can. You ever put it in a microwave?
Driver Mark says, I've delivered freight to tunnels that go for miles underground. I know that there are some tunnels. Actually, the longest tunnel I've been in was 10 miles. And that was actually in Norway.
That was your mama's birth canal. Zing! Oh, I knew I had a good one in me.
Oh.
Anyway.
And so it was about 10 miles long. And let me tell you, man, it really, really gets like unnerving when you're like 5 miles in. Think about that, 5 miles into a mountain, and there's 5 more miles, and you can sense the pressure of the overlying rock on you in a sense, and it's just like crazy.
Crazy.
But yeah, the weather changes. The inside a deep tunnel, the weather has its own weather, and it's really strange. So yes, Uriel Martz, this is Miami, where this is being broadcast from. I've joined Keith tonight.
Not the best spot
just
for
fun.
astronomy, but we work with what we got.
Oh, it looks okay. Yep. So the story I was going to say is, and some of the people out there know this and know all about this. I had a layover to Denver Airport once, and during that layover, I basically was just I forget who I was with. I was like with a number of people that were there to fly to this conference or whatever, and so I walked away from everybody and I left out my luggage over with them. and I saw a gap between these two giant panels that were like the walls. And I slipped between the gap, and I was in this conference room, and there was nothing going on. It was dark, not light enough so I could see. And there were doors at each corner, and one door at the corner had light on through it. And I looked through the window, and it was a stairwell. It's like, oh, what's that? So I look at the door, and I make sure there's no alarms, no those like little things, but I couldn't really tell from that side. So I opened the door really quick and looked at it. Didn't see one. Looked like an unalarmed door. But I put my shoe in the door so it wouldn't shut and lock me in. And when I did that, I looked over the stairwell rail and looked down, and I counted. I counted like 25 or 26 floors down in the Denver airport. 25 or 26 landings. And that meant you had to go down a set of stairs, go down a set of stairs to the landing.
Well, that's the airport that has all
stairs,
the conspiracies on it, right?
Yeah, well, now you see why.
Yeah.
Now you see why. Because, 25 or 26 floors, and I say that because when they got down there, I was losing track of how many I had counted. But it was well over 23 and somewhere around 25, 26 down below this terminal building. And you got to wonder what that's all about.
Yeah, that
so I went
and the
down a couple of the
gargoyles.
flights. Yeah, well, not gargoyles, but when you're riding the tram, there's these like weapons, like these sighs.
Yeah, but don't they have like the horses of apocalypse statues like out like of the front of the airport?
That's just a horse. Yeah, that's out front, and that's just like a horse. It doesn't have anything. It's not a horse of the apocalypse per se.
Behold the pale horse.
Although its eyes are red,
right?
They glow red. They got a red light on it. That's really cool. Maybe, but then when I came out of there because I was getting a little panicky that maybe I might be down there too long, so I actually. And Isabella says the murals are funky. Yeah, they had murals up too that showed like babies on pitchforks. I mean, they called it art. It was like I did not find that to be
space camp
pleasing. And they had Nazi helmets on and gas masks and babies on pitchforks. It's like, I'm sorry. I mean, that's an art exhibit? Jesus.
Yeah.
So I came up, I took my shoe out of the door, put it back on, went back outside. Everybody was still sitting around. Okay, so good. Plane is still not there. And then I started looking around the terminal building there, and I found an expansion joint in the floor. All right, an expansion joint. But it was weird because it had like a 3/4 inch gap in it. So you had like the metal edge of this joint, then a 3/4 inch gap, and then the metal edge of another joint. It's like, wow, what's that? So I started following it. I followed it all the way around. It went underneath a ticketing counter, so I couldn't really follow it there, but I saw where it came out the other side. Followed it up. It went under some carpet, went under some chairs, but then it came out the other side, and I followed the other side of it. So it was this large square platform. It had to be 25, 30 feet by 25 or 30 feet in size. And I went to the center, not the center, but the center of an edge, okay? And when I got to the center of the edge that was facing out of the main window that I was looking at, down there, embedded in the floor, as part of this central section, it's on the section that I was standing on, was a Masonic symbol, the Masonic symbol, okay, on like this bronze inlay. And I was like, what the heck is that? I took pictures of all this stuff too. I have it somewhere. And then I realized, that I'm feeling vibrations, and while I was standing on the part that was inside of these expansion joints, when people walked over to move their luggage over it, you could feel a little vibration in your feet. When you stepped off of it, you're just standing on concrete.
It's a floating floor.
It was an elevator.
Mm.
That was what I determined. I felt it was an elevator.
Yeah, well, maybe they have some large cargo that's got to go through there.
Maybe. But there were rumors that they were storing all kinds of tanks and other war equipment down there, too. And who knows if that's even remotely true. I don't know.
Well, where's the one base that's always... like, where's NORAD at? Montana?
No, I drove by it just like a month ago. That's that mountain is in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe a little
I drove
connection
by it.
between NORAD and the Denver airport.
I think there is a very good possibility that may be true.
I wonder how
Yep.
far apart they are.
Well, Cheyenne Mountain is where you're looking. Okay, that's where NORAD is, and Denver International. I'll tell you how far apart they are. I'll go figure it out right now.
There you go.
That's right. I'll get
Oh
you all that
my.
information. Oh my. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, Colorado Springs is what somebody in the chat said.
It might be, and
But
that's west
Cheyenne
of Denver,
Mountain,
right?
Yeah, or south. I think I was going south.
I think Colorado Springs is west of Denver, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think it's west.
I just know they do a hell of a job tracking Santa
There's-
Claus.
I know they do, and you know what? I love them for that. They are so good at that.
I know. All the time, we just see, like, deer and random sleighs coming past the moon. And you know what? When we want to identify it, we can just get on there and be like, nope, sorry, guys, that was just Santa.
That's right.
It wasn't
That's
somebody
right.
else, like his drunk brother.
Yeah. All right, I'm trying. I see Colorado Springs.
Old St. Nick and Old St. Tim.
Yeah. I mean, I went by the Air Force Academy. I know that. So it's actually okay. The Springs are south of Denver, anyway. I think.
Southwest.
I don't know. Well, southwest is Cheyenne Mountain.
Do I get it? Yeah, exactly. To Cheyenne Mountain to Denver
Southwest-
Airport.
Yeah.
Gonna make me do this.
Yep.
Aren't you?
I'm doing it now.
You're on a computer. I'm on a phone.
Okay.
Let's see who does
Go
it first.
for it. Well, let me know when you're ready, because I'm done.
Well, geez, 2 hours and 1 minute. That's not bad. It's 98 miles, pretty much. 99 miles.
Yeah, it says 98, 97. That's right. Now, the question is there some kind of connection between Denver Airport and, Denver International Airport and Cheyenne Mountain?
Yes.
I think that there probably is some kind of connection.
It's called I-25.
Well, I was on I-25 for, it seemed like days when I was driving through there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's kind of east of the Rockies, so it would be possible for them to go from Denver Airport down there without a lot of the heavy-duty mountains having to go through there.
Right. Not untrue. So you go south from Denver and you get to Colorado Springs, and then right next to it, near Pikes Peak, in the same rough area, you have Cheyenne Mountain.
Yep.
So.
And Isabella thinks
I saw
I'm lying
Pikes
to
Peak
her
from the
about
road.
cheese. It's 1.4 billion pounds, Isabella.
Wow, that's kind of wacky.
Yep.
Kind of wacky. Wow. Well, I'm gonna hang up here, Keith. I gotta go to bed.
No, you don't.
I'm disappointed that I don't have any clear sky out there right now, but you know what? That's what happens.
Yeah, I think we'll be hanging it up here soon, too, depending on how long he wants to go. I'm trying to find a link for Isabella.
To the cheese
To the
storage?
cheese stockpile.
Ooh, you want to see the cheese, Brian?
You can look it up. You can Google it.
Ooh,
Just look up
goody,
U.S.
goody, goody.
government's cheese stockpile. Probably smells like feet and vinegar down there. It's delicious.
Oh man, that's disgusting.
I should get Marianne on with me since you're hanging up. So Marianne.
Yeah, if she's still awake.
She's right there.
Oh, is she in here?
Mm-hmm. What are you saying, Marianne? He drives like a grandpa?
I wasn't driving. She was driving.
She said if Mark was driving, it would have been days.
Oh. How come I don't see this? I do not see this. Yeah, I do.
What are you trying to see?
Yeah, okay. I got it. I see it.
Oh.
I got you.
Thothage.
Well, just for that, because of you, Marianne, I'm going to hang up now.
Take care now. Bye-bye
That's
then.
it.
Oh, you know what? I should call
That's
Bill.
Bill is streaming now, too.
I know. That's why I should call him. Because he's got the meteor shower. Just out of the blue, be like,
he's
hello.
streaming.
Because you know the Skype will scare the crap out of him.
That's a good idea.
So to ring it, be like, bing, boom, bing.
Yeah.
He'd be like, Jesus
He's talking
Christ.
right now. I'm listening to him.
What's he doing?
That makes me happy.
Oh.
He's talking to people in chat. He doesn't have anybody on with him.
I should call him. Should I call him?
Do
Chat,
it right
you let
now.
me know.
Do it right now.
Oh, you want me
No,
to do it?
do it
I
right
thought you were
now.
hanging
Just
up.
give him a quick-
Crazy guy.
I'll stick around for the call to him.
All right, let me see here. Let's see if he answers. Hold on, let me add.
Doo, doo, doo. I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna go watch him. See if I can watch him get all
Add
scared.
participant. Yeah, let's see if he even answers us. Bill,
He will.
Bill Skywatcher. There we go. Let's see what happens. All right, there we go.
Okay, he's
Add.
talking now.
Why is it? Give me this. one.
Oh, Curtis Horn's giving it away. He says P&K's
Man.
gonna call you. Curtis.
Curtis. What are you doing, Curtis?
Ben is on it. Ben is getting all the timestamps.
Yeah. So apparently they're seeing some neat
I'm
meteors.
trying to add. Why can't I do that? Why am I... It won't let me highlight his name for some reason. Hold on, I'm getting there.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if we can add him. Let me see if it happens. I don't know if it's going to work.
Try it.
Okay, there. I have him. Now, let's just hit add. See what happens. See if it scares the crap
That should
out
do
of
it.
him. I don't know. Everything's different. It's always different. He's gonna be like, jerk, stop calling me. Why you calling me live?
Just call Mom.
Did you just say he'll call us back?
No. He says I'm just gonna call Mom.
Oh.
Actually,
Wait a minute.
Search her out to call her. Let's see if she picks up.
If you can't call him, why? Maybe I can add him.
Well, isn't he
Let's
trying
see.
to call somebody? It sounds like on his stream he's trying to call somebody.
He's trying.
God,
He's calling his mother.
That scared me.
Oh.
Listen, I got a question. Is there any coffee?
He wants coffee.
It's certainly called.
Maybe someone at the time?
Yeah, see if you can add him. I don't know.
Really?
If
I
I'm in
tried.
his call, can I add?
As I said, I just, like, I called and said it was adding him, but let's see.
Wow, that was pretty simple. I want one sugar. And
Why can't you add him?
I did. I said participants and then an add.
Just put one sugar in the coffee. I need to
Really?
stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, there's an invite. Maybe I have to invite him?
Tonight is the peak of the big meteor shower of the
Oh,
year.
God.
It is tonight. Would you like to see it on your TV? I can make that happen on YouTube.
Hello,
Yeah?
Bill.
He's so funny.
But then I can't say nothing about you. You'll be watching.
No,
I'm kidding.
he's not.
Anyway, make me the coffee and the
Hmm.
apple pie.
I see it says
and
2 of
then,
3 in the call, so I think you got him
Yeah.
in there. But
He's in there. He's just not. For some reason, I
put the
can't get it.
YouTube on the TV.
he might not notice.
All right, let me know when it's
He
done.
might not.
Hi.
Okay, just a second here.
It's almost like calling and ordering food. Let me stop. I'm glad she's not watching yet.
Okay.
But
I'm
we
gonna
are.
call Bill right now.
Yeah, good.
We'll see what happens. If I drop you, I drop you.
All right. Yeah. See, I think he had to drop us. What can you do? We tried. We tried to merge them all together. Try to sneak in on Bill. You can't win them all. Let me text Paul and see how long he wants to go with this. I know he's probably pretty beat. We both worked today, so I've been up since 4:30 this morning. So that's fun. Bill is a hoot. He cracks me up. He's got that New York accent. It's just, I don't know why. I find it so funny. I just do. Let's see.
Now look at that.
Yeah, there we go.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
Nothing much.
Just a couple guys streaming space.
So you are streaming right now on P&K?
Yes, we are.
So for those on my stream, you can check out P&K Space Imaging, and they're streaming, I'm assuming, the moon.
Yes, sir. The moon and Jupiter and whatever else we get into.
And the person that initially I spoke to is Mark D'Antonio, which is his channel I've been pushing all freaking night, which is
Hello.
Sky Tour Livestream. So
Can you hear
folks
me?
really need to subscribe to Sky Tour Livestream and P&K Space Imaging.
We had some very thought-provoking conversation over here, Bo, that you missed.
Oh my gosh, dude, I am so
Can you hear
tired.
me at all?
Yeah.
I can hear.
Hello.
Yeah, we can
You
hear you.
can?
Yeah. We can. I can hear you.
Can Bill?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We're all here, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Keith.
Yeah, but we were going to call you just to like drop in since we knew you were streaming before Mark hung up and went to bed because, you know, God forbid an astronomer stay up at night. Jesus.
Well,
He-
it's not
he-
clear out there, so
That's what I was going to say. It's clear in Arizona he would be.
Yeah, I know, right?
that's right.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we have a
You're
clear moon
absolutely
in Miami or anything, Mark.
Oh, it's not too great down there?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
I see it's nice at your place, too.
it is.
I just went outside a little bit ago,
Yeah,
and
it
the
is.
moon is like crystal clear. We got
It's-
some,
Well, see,
Pepper-
Paul's got Jupiter up now.
yeah, we
Oh,
got
here we
Jupiter.
go. The spam. Got to get him.
Oh, you got some spammers?
Yeah.
Must have a big crowd then. That's usually when they pop in, when you start hitting 70, 80 people. So how you
I'm
been,
all
Bill? You been good?
Yeah, been busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
Heard that.
That's it.
Utah,
That's it.
getting ready for the fall now.
Uh-oh, wait,
Don't
what's
say
today's
that
date?
word.
Is it August 1st? Oh, let's see.
Oh,
Yeah, August
so I moved you.
13th.
Time for Christmas.
Christmas stuff will be going up here in about a week.
Oh, Jesus.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yep, Christmas tree should be up by September 2nd.
Actually, it might be
Jeez.
up for Halloween because Warren is coming over. So I told him, you got to see my house all Christmas up. It's worse than Griswold. It really is.
Your house looks like Christmas every single day.
It looks like Christmas now with all these lights in my room.
Oh my God! I came there that
Yeah,
one
I mean-
that one year in the winter time, Mark, when I was getting your stuff to go out to Mary Ann's. And I walked in there, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God! It looked like Christmas threw up in here." I mean, it was everywhere. I think you had
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 Christmas trees.
Too.
2.
It's like that. It's
They
okay.
multiply.
He knows how to do it, man.
Wow, that's cool. I
Oh,
know. I mean, and he knows how to feed you too when you go there. My gosh,
Got that
I've
right.
never seen a bigger plate. I thought it was for the whole table. He says, "No, that's just yours." I go, "Excuse me." It was a slab of chicken the size of my entire head.
Oh, I know. I brought home a
You know?
lasagna, and my God, I think I farted for the next 3 days straight. Loved it.
I'm actually making that in October when they come over.
Yeah.
Wow.
But listen, it came quick. It's coming quick. April 8th, 2024?
Oh, the
Wow.
eclipse.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Where are we doing that at?
Exactly. Where are we going for that?
That's not me.
Were we
that
supposed to
time.
go up to Niagara Falls?
That's what I thought, right?
Yeah. Who was up in Niagara Falls?
Oh, what's his name? The one that does the streaming.
Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, who's heard of him? Where's he been?
He every now and then he streams, but he hasn't been doing much. Yeah.
You know where else is a destination possibly? Then we have been invited, and she's just redone her house.
Who's that?
Ex lady in chat.
Oh yeah. Where's that at?
She's near Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay. That's a peak spot, isn't it?
That's right on the. It will be on the center line roughly.
Right.
Buffalo, I think, is right on the center line.
Oh my God, that poor woman. Can
sure.
you imagine us three descending on her house?
Dude,
She wouldn't know what hit her.
Chris DePerno's in Buffalo.
Is he? Oh yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he moved there from where he was. Or he was in Rochester, right?
Yes. Oh,
He
Syracuse.
moved to Buffalo.
Yeah, one of them.
Syracuse. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if you'll be in AZ by then, Mark. Probably, right?
No, I mean I've been saying I'm going, but I mean I'm still here for some reason. COVID threw a loop into everything. It threw everything into chaos, you know.
Yeah.
But at least the observatory's up and running there, and I still have to redo the observatory out at this coast, and I gotta, as I was telling Keith in the other chat, it's too expensive right now to get the wood. Oh, there's a meteor. There was zone 4, top right of zone 4.
I wasn't
Very
even thinking.
fast. It was definitely a Perseid. It was pointing right at Perseids.
I need coffee again.
Oh, that's a good
So,
idea.
Pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be at 5:00 in the morning. 4
I
hours.
hope you get some really good shots there, Bill.
He's already been getting them.
We've seen a few.
I saw 2. Oh, there's another one. Zone 2. Middle of zone 2 up to the top of the screen and off. And that was definitely a Persian. It was on the Radiant.
I'm thinking of putting the camera up a little bit then.
Yeah, I think you should.
I'm just looking at your.
But
feed
not.
now
I
on
mean,
my
up to the top of the smokestack, Bill. Up to the top of your chimney there, your chimney flue. That would be the way to go. But not yet, actually. I
Are
think
you
you're
doing
good.
that live stream? Because the smokestack is not in view.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Mark.
So when I saw these were earlier then.
Get your
Yeah,
stuff
these are
together.
earlier.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I'm looking at Bill's live feed on my phone. That's actually a really good view.
So, Mark, where are you going to do presentations this year now for the rest of the year? Where are you going to be speaking at?
Well, I did Roswell, did Denver. I'm going to be doing Tom's conference, but I'm zooming in on that one. And 2 days ago, I just finished the rest of the latest season of Proof is Out There for History Channel, which my son and his little production team filmed and do a fantastic job.
Nice.
And technically, I'm probably gonna see about getting out to Arizona to see if I can do something for UFO Congress. They're running a little differently this year, but it is an in-person conference, so I may be able to do something there.
Where's that
So
at?
I'm looking
Arizona,
forward to
you
that.
said?
Yeah. Yep. That's going to be in Phoenix. But I have to get out to the observatory again anyway. I'm literally going to take apart the telescope and get rid of a nagging artifact in the imagery that I see. I get rid of it when I get the images off the server. But it's something that I went out there to fix. And when I went out there to fix it, I still couldn't see it. I took apart the system in its entirety. So I think it is literally inside the camera. So now I have to take apart the camera, which I'm really not looking forward to
I was
doing.
gonna say that's gonna be fun.
No, I don't want to do that.
But you're saying
But,
it's what kind of camera is it?
It's a ZWO 294 MC Pro camera, ASI 294 MC Pro, a color dedicated astronomy camera.
So you think it's inside that camera?
Might be, and as such, it'll be behind the window
Mm-hmm.
that is that I can't. I mean, I should have shined a light on it, but I was already in very bright sunlight, so I couldn't do that. And when I angled it into the light, I couldn't see anything on the face of the camera. It looked clean as whistle. So I don't know.
Well,
But
even
something's
whistles
going
contain
on.
spit, so you never know.
And Keith,
had-
I should have.
You had a discussion with Tom Reed about, and I'm not going to. We're live, so we can't. I can't get into specifics too much about this. But did he tell you about the Roswell angle with the park, with Monument Park?
Well, he told you. He mentioned it to you on the air with you earlier.
Oh, I thought he might have told you about the specifics about what's going on. Let's just say
You mean with the
They-
Roswell Daily Record?
no. It's also other entities involved to back his park, and he does the vice versa for Roswell. But
Okay.
they're getting directly involved with the town of Sheffield.
Well, they better.
Why I'm mentioning this is because, okay, he did say this on the air, so I can say this. You know that road that leads up from the back toward the park, that dirt road?
Yes.
They're
Yep.
talking about paving that,
Okay.
actually paving that. But I think it would be good if there's a budget to put some type of an observatory to protect the telescope, where it can be locked.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
then someone has to come up and open it so people can see it, like a park ranger who opens a gate then
Yes.
closes it at night
Yeah.
after sunset.
You need somebody local.
If they can do that, if they can add that to the town budget, then they could.
I don't feel comfortable with leaving that telescope exposed at all.
Well, you know what happened last time. Okay, the park got vandalized.
Exactly. I mentioned that on the air when I was talking to him last week. That's the concern.
Yeah. I'm worried that the telescope may not be suitable for that area
Yep. That's another thing.
because of the Stanton Friedman telescope.
Yep.
What is it? A rough part of
Yeah.
town?
No.
Oh.
Not at all.
It's just
Kids.
it's a hangout. Yeah, exactly.
It's a party spot.
You know,
Sitting there smoking the dubs.
yeah,
Yep.
and they're gonna end up causing problems.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been in my shed for like 5 years. Feels-
Yeah, it has. I remember when he brought that thing up there.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's taking up a
Beautiful.
heck of a lot of space. But it's not a big deal because most of the space is taken up by Christmas decorations.
Yeah,
Christmas Day.
giant candy canes, massive red and
Sugar
white striped
plum
lighthouses.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's so
screaming to get out.
6-foot nutcrackers.
I'm telling you, it's getting a little more difficult every year to do it.
I bet. My God, I get exhausted just looking at it.
I mean, I think it's only because of the fact that you keep adding to it. You know what? If you're gonna do that, Bill, if you're gonna do that, okay. Why not go all out and do a musical celebration? Program the lights, and just do lights, and just play tunes that go to the music with the lights, and make your house just hopping and bouncing to the music. You play the music out to the neighborhood on Christmas, like a couple times. No one's gonna have a problem with that. They'll love it. They'll come out and smile. Oh yay! And they'll clap.
If you're really going to
You
go
know,
full way, just put a roller coaster,
They'll love me for that. Oh, gosh.
a A gravitron.
A roller, a
Honestly.
roller coaster.
Yeah. Why
No
not?
ideas.
That'd be great.
You just put a cart on the track and then tie Tycho to it and just, put some, like a bird at the other end or something and pull the whole cart around for you.
Like the Grinch who stole Christmas.
Yeah.
It's on the dog's head.
Yeah, put little antlers on him.
Ooh, nice one. I'm moving the camera up. I'll be right back. Hold on. That was a nice one. Just now.
Mm.
Oh, I got my socks on. I can't walk out without shoes.
Gotta love Bill.
I do. I respect your honesty, Bill.
My. You remember the old Gravitrons?
I think you're okay. There's another one, unless that's the one you talked about, Zone 3.
Yep.
Gravitron, yeah. They spin you so fast the floor drops out and you're stuck to the wall.
Boy, our parents didn't love us.
I would go in there. I'd go in there and I'd roll. I'd roll around, try to roll to the next spot.
Yeah, I just
Climb
remember
around.
the kid that barfed. Like the kid next to him didn't have a very good time because you were spinning around so quick, and you just see this guy go, bleh, and it just literally jumps a person and just smacks him right in the face.
It's a floss.
It's one of those nights where you-
floss splat.
and you could see the ground. It's so bright out there with the moon.
The moon, yeah.
The moon.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah. I just moved the camera a little bit.
We
So
could
what
probably
time-
get a Ferris wheel.
Oh my! Oh, now Mom
Yeah.
wants. It's insane. We have a 7-foot lighthouse outside, and
Don't
now
blame me for that.
Oh my God!
Well, you did get a lighthouse, if I recall.
Yeah, from Keith. He dropped it off to me before he seen you to pick
Yeah.
up the stuff.
It's a
He
big
made that
lighthouse.
trip. That was the day he couldn't get out of the driveway with the lasagna because it was all full of ice. He couldn't get out. Oh my God!
I just came
See, my
skidding down the
driveway is-
driveway.
I'm on a hill, so my driveway's downhill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but you
people,
have
if
to
they
get
can't
into your
get here,
driveway.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's right. Look, PG's in your stream now too, Bill. Hi, PG.
Hi,
Yeah.
It's very rare that we have us all three on the same.
I know.
We used to do it all the time.
I know.
It's just work. Work is difficult.
People
to-
are losing their minds. They don't know which one to go to.
Yeah, I'm just working a lot. It's a lot right now.
Well, I have 2 monitors, and I've got you on one, Keith, and Bill's on the other. So
Yeah.
if we have to go to 3 streams, I'll need to get 3 monitors.
That's how you do it.
What time are you planning to stream till, Keith?
I have no idea. Whenever Paul's tired and wants to go to bed.
Hold on a second. Mom. Yes, Mom.
Sandy's still looking at it.
Oh, good.
She loves it just like us.
Ma!
Go on the roof with mommy. Remember Sandy?
Well, Mark, I don't. Mom, what is it?
Mark is there?
Yeah,
Oh, he does.
and Keith.
Hi, Mom.
He said hi, Mom. Mark. He sends all hello.
Yeah, me too. I went to my room.
Are you going? You're going? Oh, that's right. You're doing it Zoom for Tom Reed's conference.
I am, yeah, because I guess he couldn't he couldn't bring me down, which is okay. I'm not going to argue about that. Is that October?
First
Yeah,
week.
okay. I told him, I said, look, if you can bring me down, bring me down. It's always better in person. But, people have to get the word out. It's really important that people get the word out about it.
Yeah.
I told him to send me.
Oh, good. Actually, I also want to say for people in your stream now, Bill, that are watching, if you guys want to check out our Deep Sky Observatory, it's not streaming tonight, but so I'm not saying come away from Bill's stream, but here's it. Here's the link to it right there. It's on YouTube. We do all the Deep Sky stuff. Bill does the beautiful meteors, and of course P&K does the stunning moon. And each of these streams is the pinnacle of achievement for what they do. Bill's stream is probably the best meteor stream. Paul and Keith have the best moon stream. And I dare say, with reasonable certainty, I think that our stream is probably one of the best Deep Sky streams there is.
Absolutely.
I literally have not seen anyone doing what we're doing. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, you're getting,
so give it a
like,
shot.
Big telescope vibes out of a home observatory, which is just, unheard of 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean our telescope, right? I mean that's a 10-inch system out in the desert. I run it from Connecticut, 2,500 miles away, and it's a telescope that runs at a photographic speed of f8 natively. That's what it does, f8. So f8 is kind of a little bit slow. I mean, next you have f16 and f22, right? So f8 is a long way from f2. F2 means it's very fast optically. And now our telescope, we're running this f8 system at f2.
Wow.
And you see the moon here in Keith's stream. If you're looking at P and K, our field of view is 4 full moons across and 3 full moons tall. So that's over 2 degrees by 1.5 degrees. So when we look at the night sky, we see these nebulae that just go all over the sky. And it allows us to do these panoramas, and then, did you see another one there, Bill?
Yeah, but I'm going to
I
share.
just saw one.
I'm going to share.
I think Zone 1 and Zone 4 at the border, I saw one cross.
This is what P&K looks like right now.
Yeah, you should see that nice little peak sticking up there, Mark. You see that?
I'm sharing it right now. So this is P&K space imaging on YouTube. This is what they're doing right now. So subscribe. And of course, Mark mentioned Sky Tour live stream, and he put the link in chat. So there you go. That's P&K.
And we are rocking.
Yeah, that looks awesome, bro.
Yeah. It's finally a good night.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's really a good night.
Oh, look, they're finally getting the driveway done. Finally getting the driveway done in that crater.
Wow, look at that.
Only took them 4 billion years.
That is
That's
awesome.
funny.
That's like 40 miles,
It's amazing.
right?
I'm
Which
sharing.
crater is that?
That is Snuffleupagus crater, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That's Keith saying, I don't know.
know crater names. We looked it up 500 times before, and every time we forget it.
Well,
Oh,
I stole Tycho's name from Mark.
Well, you know what? I
No
couldn't
big
imagine
deal.
that dog being any other name at this point. He is Rammy. He's great.
He's crazy.
Yeah, but once he gets used to it, he's all right. Unless your name's Mark.
Nice.
Then he'll terrorize the
Yeah.
hell out of you.
But I don't know what it is.
It's so
It's
funny because I
basically-
just love Tycho because every time Mark's around, he just pees on him.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say that.
It's like, oh, this guy looks like a fire hydrant.
I had it on camera. I don't know.
Nah,
If
I had this. What?
when I actually had it on camera when you sniffed your tie and you knew that he peed on your tie.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes, Mom.
Yeah. Imagine doing a talk, guys, where you're doing your talk and you smell your tie and it smells like pee and you're in front of like all these people. And you got to keep going like
great.
everything's all right. And my first thought was, how the hell did he pee on my tie?
Yeah, right. You're probably like, what the hell did I eat?
No, I knew it was pee. You can't miss it. Dog pee.
Tycho had the
Yeah.
pee shivers.
I'm sure he had them.
By the
when
way,
he did it.
let me ask Bill this question since we have him on. Bill, you still there? Or did he run away?
No, he should be there.
He's always doing
No, he
something.
got up.
Yeah. Gotta ask him about pee shivers.
Oh, you're buffering. Oh, you're back. Okay.
Who's buffering? You're buffering.
You were for a minute, but you're set.
Of course we're set.
You're all set.
Of course, of course. I'm gonna find out.
Ben Zavella on Bill's stream says the moon is the Death Star.
It is. We don't deny that.
Yeah.
You had a lot going on. I
Oh,
can-
Bill, I have to ask you a question because we were
The
having this
moon is
conversation
not the
earlier.
Death Star.
It's hollow, right?
Have you ever had pee shivers?
What?
Pee shivers?
Is this a trick question?
No, I'm asking you a question. Like, have you ever been urinating, and at some
Is this
point
like
during the
getting-
urination you get the shivers?
No.
No way. Yes, you have.
No.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
Nobody in the Empire gets the pea shivers.
Pea shivers, huh?
Yeah, you never had the pea shivers? Like a pea that just felt so good you get to shiver? Like a chill? No?
Oh.
Yes, you have.
I can't say I have.
Really?
No.
Must be for us elite people then. Because we have had people, like, I've been, like, polling the chat here, and some people have and some people haven't. It's very weird. You're like, yeah, you urinate, and then you just have this little...
There's a great relief at times when you're holding it in for a
True.
time.
True, but this is actually like a physical shiver.
Is it
I
almost
have a physical system that takes my pee away
Is it
from
almost
me.
like
I don't ever have to pee.
It's very short. Like, literally, maybe a second. Like a
it's
1
almost
second
like
shiver.
coughing and sneezing at the same time?
Yeah, well, if you burp, fart, sneeze, and cough, you're done for.
For real. Oh, gosh.
You blow out your O-ring, bud.
I
Adrian,
did that once in my TIE fighter.
Adrian saying pea shivers. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Ben says he gets the pea shivers.
Yeah, see? Like, some people get it, some don't.
Oh my
But
God.
I haven't found a lady yet that says that they get it. And maybe it's a difference because I don't think you get pea shivers when you sit down. I think it's just a standing thing. Unless somebody, I don't know. Don't ask me why we were talking about pea shivers. Mark brought it up, and I thought it was kind of perverted. I let him continue with it.
Right.
It depends
Yeah,
on
sure.
the
That sounds like a Mark topic.
Yeah.
It depends on the atmosphere, because if I was camping, it might occur.
Yeah, well, it's not a temperature thing. It's literally like it can happen at any time. That's right. Yeah, see? So we do have Marley in our chat says she gets pea shivers. And Rita says she gets them. So yeah, it is a thing. Okay. All right.
Mark, did you see about a month ago, it was released on congress.gov, that they're looking for the intelligence fiscal budget, and they've now titled it Aerospace Undersea Phenomenon? They're
As a
looking
matter of fact.
for SOs.
Yeah, I saw that. And you know what? I certainly know why they are.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
I was
So
thinking
I'm happy about that.
of you and it's like close to 26 pages long out of that fiscal budget proposal. I was like, wow, this is great. I mean, that was like the longest part of anything mentioned in that budget. It took like a quarter of that whole budget proposal. I was like, wow, 26 pages of this.
Yeah.
I
know.
have, but we'll talk off air on some of the things I'm hearing.
Okay.
Can't talk about it in public.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed then.
No. I'm saying we got to talk about this privately. What I'm hearing, I'm
will.
hearing stuff too.
Yeah.
Um,
And we will. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm saying I'm just gonna go to bed now.
are you really?
Yeah, because it's 1:30. I gotta be up tomorrow
Yeah.
or later today.
What about a show for Sky Tour Sunday? Anything?
Yeah.
Where's Amanda been?
Hold on
I haven't
one
even
second.
seen her. Is she still with the show? Or what?
Heck yes, she is.
Okay.
Well, she's got MUFON that she does, and iDetective,
Yeah, we're okay. I'm gonna be up in a minute.
Gotcha.
and she does Sky Tour when she can, but she's got things going on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's still with us, but this past week she wasn't there. Actually, it was a good show this past week. We talked about the James Webb Telescope and everything.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Well, I just send messages out if you're going live Sunday, and let me know.
I will. I have a partial show written, so hopefully I can get the rest done before Sunday.
All right, just let me know.
Oh my.
You are part of a rebel alliance and a traitor. Take him away.
All I can say is in 6 months or so, things are going to get very interesting. And we'll continue the conversation, Mark.
There goes a Bill with that cryptic talk again.
Yeah.
And I can't.
But you know what? You keep talking to him enough, though, Keith, and he'll just spill the beans because he always does.
Mark, I can't. I can't. I really can't. But I'll tell you privately, and you already know. I think you already know a lot what's going on with a certain. I'll stop there.
Who is Jan Harzan?
Jan Harzan doesn't
Jan
exist.
used to be the. Well, he does. But he used to be the international director of MUFON. But Jan, I mean, every time I met Jan, he seemed like an overly zealously religious guy with his wife. And then he got caught in a sting operation and doing pedophilic stuff. It's like, oh, wow.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Yeah, you think you know somebody.
Yep.
But we'll talk off air, Mark.
All right.
It's going to
All
get.
right, I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
Yeah, it's going to get very interesting this year.
Later today, I mean.
And maybe by the end of this year.
Good. Well, you know what? I want it to get interesting for me in about 2 months. Not at the end of the year. But you know what? We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow.
All right, no worries.
Mark,
All right, Mark. Have a great night.
All right. Hey, Keith, thanks for inviting me on.
10-4.
Always fun to hang out with you.
Yep. You have yourself a good night, and
10-4
thanks for
is
coming
that.
on. And everybody go to SkyTour live stream and subscribe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Keith, I'm
check us
bailing
out,
out
man.
too. So to everybody on P&K Space Imaging, have a great night, great morning, and keep enjoying that stream because it's awesome.
Yeah, we're probably going to pack it in because there's some high haze coming in now.
All right,
I
well,
see it, yeah.
I'll be on for another hours.
Better you than me.
Well, you keep Tycho by your side. All right.
All right, you guys.
All
Have
right,
a great
guys.
night.
And
We
to
have to get
everybody in
together and have a
chat.
conversation privately.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, brothers.
To everybody in chat, great to see you guys in chat, and we will talk to you later. Thanks, Keith.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Good night, you guys.
Yep, later.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye then.
All right.
Bye-bye then.
Mark,
now.
go to bed. Jesus Christ.
Bye.
Oh, bye, Keith.
Oh, bye, Mark.
Bye, guys.
Jesus Christ. He does it to me every time. Mark D'Antonio, run over to do subscribe to the SkyTour live stream though if you want more from Mark. Always a good time. Always going to learn something over there. Let me see what we have here. Let me see what is he doing now? All right. I hope everybody had fun watching tonight. Let me see. As I said, we do have some high haze moving in now, so it's not going to get any better. I just saw the picture. So instead of watching a cloud cover moon, we'll probably just wrap it up. But you guys can jump over to Bill New York Skywatcher's channel and check out the Meteor. It's very clear up here in the Northeast right now. I'm pretty sure one of the mods can put Bill's link in the chat there. If anybody needs it. He'll be going for another 4 hours yet, at least. So that'll be fun. And then I hope everybody has a good night. We've been on for, 2.5 hours? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's see what Paul says. Yep. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll hang it up. And possibly be back tomorrow night if the weather's good. We'll see. No promises, of course, but we can go from there. See what's happening. So I wish everybody have a great night. Everybody be good. Everybody be sassy. Yes, the audio became very quiet. So, and I'm not sure why it does it either. But it does. All right. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see.